Hello everyone, War Angel here, and welcome back to the Caliphate of Araby campaign. Now the end of the series is actually coming up very close now. We've only got one more episode after this one, and then we're bringing it to an end, in time for the new DLC coming out, the Twisted and the Twilights. So we've got a few things to do actually before I bring the series to an end, because I want to conquer the Southlands before we finish. So rather than me keep talking about it, let's just get straight into the gameplay, shall we? So, I have given it a bit of thought since the last episode about how to approach this given our deadline, as well as the fact that it had a cool idea actually suggested in the comments of the previous video. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right away, and involves Bel Aliad and the Portal of Twilight. Now if you remember, down here at the Caliph's Palace I am recruiting a bunch of Arabian guards, but it has been suggested that if I want to keep this army, and hopefully we can get it all done by the time and actually use it before the campaign finishes. But Arabian Guard might not be the most suitable unit, because we've already got a human army, a monster-based army, and so on. Why don't we try and make this one a chaos-themed army? So we'll use a lot of chaos units and supplement them with Giselles, the monsters, and things like that. And that could be a much more interesting army than just having Arabian Guard as our front line. So I'm going to get rid of you, disband you, because we don't need to use you yet. Now, is it this turn or next turn? It is next turn that we can start recruiting. That's great, we'll get started with that. So we'll leave it for the moment. Instead, we're going to focus this turn on our four main armies. Now, instead of doing what I was originally doing and taking three of the armies down to the side and then the monster army through towards the Golden Tower, I'm going to split them up so we have two on each side. So, where is... Reza Azem and our monster army. I'm not going to go and attack him straight away. I'm going to try and play this smart if possible. What I'm going to do is set up an ambush. I'll say... I'm going to put it here. That looks close enough that we might be able to block off the road. Yeah, we don't want to go too far ahead because... yeah, that should do. 32%. We only need 25%, but given the game doesn't really recognize bonuses that well. But there, we've managed to block off that avenue, so if they try coming up, we'll be able to take them on, and I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys will do against the Dark Elves. But while he's doing that, you... hang on, where are you? Huh, just a flat carpet flying through the air. He's obviously using an invisibility spell, and it's fairly limited. It only works on him and not his carpet. But we're going to put you inside the army here. Give you a second. Perfect. Now, you are going to be leading the attack towards your tech. I'll give you a chance to continue replenishing. Well, in fact, there's no point really moving you, to be honest, because I've just moved the sorcerer. So, let's just leave you there. Yazina Darwish, I'm going to send you to support our monster army. So, let's get you heading over towards here. I'm quite happy to let him force march, you'll get there eventually. You can do that. Alabas is there. Baba. I don't know why I'm keeping you around there, to be honest. So let's just get you to move over towards here. You'll be able to step to it, as you just said, and scout. Jaffar, just in case we do get attacked, because I don't know the movement range for these guys. They could attack, actually. I'd rather not him get stuck in force march or full speed. So let's just get you doing this. And what I'm planning to do is get Jaffar and Alabas to head down towards this section. We'll send Alabas by land, Jaffar by sea, and hopefully get them in a pincer movement. We'll send in the two other armies towards the Golden Tower, secure that, push up, then I'm thinking to go after the Temple of Skulls, and then we'll swoop down in and hopefully meet up in the middle. Now, one thing I did want to try and do what I remember is we do have the Fortress of Dawn here, owned by Hag Grief. So what am I going to do? I'm actually going to get my Prospector allies to go after it. I don't particularly care for it right now. If they burn it down, so be it. If they take it, fine. They can have the island. I want the continent. So we'll let them do that. And who are you talking? Oh yeah, I got Orion's Bowman of Orient to go after either Golden Tower or Nimek. We'll let them work with whichever one happens. If they keep them distracted, fantastic. So that's all the army's done. Let's quickly now just upgrade everything. We've got more than enough cash to do this. So we'll do that, do that. You can have defenses. Great. Now, there's something I did want to check out. Let me just finish this off. So you can have that and have that. That's already been done. Alright, Death's Head Monolith. Sure, we'll go for that. Sudenberg, you're fine. Here's fine. You're fine. Christ, I've got all this money and nothing to spend it on. Right, last plateau. Okay, what can we get here? I'll tell you what, we'll give you paved roads, because we're making a fair bit of money from this, thanks to the looted gates of Ivory. So we'll definitely go for that. Now, Cassabar. This is the place we need to upgrade if we wanted to get necromancers. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to get it by the end of the campaign, but we do have access to grazing pastures. So what I'm thinking is, we'll get that, demolish this, and then we'll add a bunch of growth buildings just to see if we can get it done more quickly. We can upgrade in 3 turns anyway, but the quicker we upgrade these and get some past these ones down, the roomy bureaucracy up, we'll hopefully be able to get some growth going on there. And then with that, that is everything now upgraded, or being upgraded. Let's do research. What do we have? Shock and ore, quicker, more missile damage, or study of the divine for that. Let's go for study of the divine. It might come in handy for our new army. You never know. And then hit enter. There we go. That was quick. Now I'm not going to skip forward through the end turn phase at the moment. Oh, don't know why that was on. But I'm not going to do it right now because I do want to take a moment to talk about the new DLC and what's going to be happening with the channel when the DLC comes out. I do want to do a Wood Elf campaign. I want to check out the new mechanics for myself, as well as be able to have a bit of fun. Now, I know... Oh, hello. Failed to spot my ambush. Okay, one sec. Okay, War Hydras, repeated bolt throwers, Scourge Runners, right. I mean, to be honest, I think we should be okay in this. Let's give this to... I don't know. Let's give it to you. Perfect. Now, I'm interested to check out the Scourge Runner Chariots. I have not seen those before myself, but I thought Hydras and stuff like that are fairly easy to do, so let's just go ahead and do that. Shh. Crap! I am so sorry, guys. I was busy looking at what was going on this side and I didn't realise it was clicking there. Crap. So sorry. Right. Okay, well, we won. That's the main thing. I wanted to fight that battle. Anyway. Okay, it just seems to be my day for it. Right. Never mind then. Alright, what was I saying before I got distracted? Right. Yeah, Wood Elves campaign. So I do want to do a campaign, and I know it's been a quite popular choice by many people who have had early access, so it's not going to be something that other players haven't done yet. You know, I've seen there's been campaigns already up for Dryker, for the Sisters of Twilight. Fraught has popped up recently on my subscriptions page from somebody, so I know a lot of them are already becoming available. But I would like to try and do my own one. But I got a couple of ideas, and I'll put a post up for like a poll on the community tab for the channel probably Monday. So we got a week then for us to actually have votes from you guys, and then we'll be able to make a decision then for the following week. But I would like to do Wood Elves. It could be an interesting opportunity now to actually play as a Skaven, because I haven't played with those on the channel, but never have I done the Dark Elves, so yeah, I'm going to stick with the Wood Elves. Like I said, I've got a couple of ideas. Something that's going to be a bit more story-like and have a bit of an objective rather than just conquer everything, you know? But we'll get to that. Oh wow, Arda. So I just noticed the fact that we've got Arda here, who's a wizard, who's really blue. That was interesting. Huh, maybe she was a High Weaver. Yeah, can we check now? Damn, I'm gonna have to check it during the next turn. But yeah, I would like to do the Wood Elves. Their mechanics are looking more and more cool. It was actually pointed out by one of the viewers, Daniel Olsen, in the previous video about Draika, for example, how she is someone, if you follow the lore, that she absolutely hates the Wood Elves. She thinks that they are responsible for all the problems that have happened in Athelloren. And despite that, she does have some really cool units. Like, she gets access to monstrous creatures. She has things like glamoured, apparently, elves to join, which would be pretty nice. College of Pyrotechnics, sure. So a campaign with her could be quite interesting. I'm also thinking about Aguilon, as well as revisiting with Orion. We do have the Sisters of Twilight, which I presume will have their own campaign, but I am trying to avoid much to do with the campaigns in terms of like early access reviews and things, because I would like to see them myself. But yeah, they're looking really cool. Why does the Nehekaran Blood Cult have access to Chaos Troops? That was interesting. Huh. Never mind, let's just continue for the moment. We'll pop through all of these. The Prospectors are making their way over towards the Fortress of Dawn, which is good news. Right, let's get you, Alabas, to head towards Yortek. Can you get there if I march? Do I have to force march you? Can you get there next turn? Next turn. We might take a bit of attrition at the end, but to be honest, do I need to worry? Let's move him down a little closer and we'll see. We might just be outside. No, we're going to take attrition, but it's very, very minor. I'll tell you what, let's force march a little. No, we can't force march. And I can't switch back. Damn it. Okay, can I move? Okay, at least we got them so they're no longer taking attrition. I'll take that. Baba can continue. Jaffar, you're going to head over towards Dawn's Lights. In fact, do you think I might be able to attack it this turn? Let's find out. Depending on where we land on the coast, I mean, it will use up my movement, but depending on how close we land. No, we can't do it quite this turn. That's unfortunate. No matter. Okay, Reza. We've got a stack here with lots and lots and lots of Dread Spears. We've got another stack with God knows what back there. What I'm going to do, I think it might be best. Let's pull you back a bit. Going to put these guys into ambush. We can't put you into ambush. When in view of another faction's army, fair enough. What about if I move here? We'll move you there. We'll grab you. And I'm going to bring them over here. That way then both of them can join in the fight in the following turn. Plus if they try to attack this army while it's in forced march, we might be able to catch them in an ambush with both armies. So I'll let you do that. You're moving, you're done, you're done. Okay, let's get my new army being recruited up towards Baraliad. So we are researching to get the higher lord level, so let's just pick a commander we already got. Fahim will do just fine. We'll stick you in there. And let's have a look-see. Alright, so we've got the Chaos Knights, we've got Chaos Warriors, Aspiring Champions, I see. And I believe it was Chaos Spawn? Yeah, here they are. So, I'll tell you what we can do, just to help things out a bit. Baraliad will switch this over. No, not too worried about that. Let's go for Jihad. Not so much worried about the recruitment cost, reduction, but increasing the local recruitment capacity will help things out a bit. So let's go for that, and let's start recruiting. Chaos. Let's get Chaos Knights. Where are they? Here. Let's grab 2 of you for the moment. I'll tell you what. Let's grab 3. We'll get a whole bunch of Chaos Warriors. 5, 6. Some Aspiring Champions. I know it's taken 4 turns already, but I think we'll be okay. Right, let's grab some Chaos Spawn as well to boost things up a bit. As for global recruitment, where is the... Let's get a Bombard. And maybe some Giselles? Alright, Giselles, where are you? Bowman, here we are. That'll take 4 turns. And then we can add a bunch of characters, and then we should be great. In fact, if we get the characters recruited now, so we can get another Askar. Merciless. That sounds pretty fitting to me. Or Slaver. I think this will be a good choice. I'm not so worried about the captured slaves, you know. So we'll get one for there. And we also need a sorcerer. I suppose if we're going to fit a more chaos-esque army, I'll stick to Flame still. I mean, Decadent. That sounds like a plan. This one would help our troops out a bit, but nah, this seems much more cooler just because it's a chaos. It's got the mark of pleasure, the mark of Slanesh. So yeah, we'll let you have that, good sir. Right, let's quickly upgrade points. Okay, you're done all of that. Let's move you to here. Done. Okay, Hassashin will give you Counter-Strike. Alright, my heroic Sheik. This is the guy who's leading the monsters. Let's go for Caliphate. Do I need Caliphate armor? Nah, let's not. It's a shame I don't have anything that allows me to do monsters. We don't have any options down here for them. Sand Dwellers, nah, that's not even going to be much use, is it? I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go for some points in Desert Wind. In fact, we'll go for one there. Let's go for some Caliphate armor, just to help things out a bit. Okay, it'll give you access to that. Alright, you can have Blade Master. Hold the line. Alright, so we're going to make you a tough target, so we're going to go for something like that to start things off. You can have Fireball, Kindle Flame, we'll go for some of that and some of that. There we go. Right, they're coming towards me. They failed to spot my ambush. That's a lot of Dread Spears, but... one quick auto resolve. Oh crap, we lost our Scorpions. We lost our Scorpions and 200 men, despite the fact that we had all of these coming in to help. That was madness. I will pick up the standard of the Undying Legion though. I think we'll stick that with one of the units, because giving regeneration to one of my monsters will be very, very useful. And I will pardon the captives, get a bit more cash on hand. Huh. This is interesting. So, that Nehekaran Bloodcold has just attacked Kemri. Now, Banspar puts it either way, to be honest. It's about 50-50. They do have access to stuff like the Hell Cannon, they've got the Chaos Giants, which allow them to attack walls, and lots and lots and lots of Chaos Warriors in that. But we have a hell of a lot of bowmen, a few infantry, flying carpets, our own artillery. The thing is, I'm trying to get as much done in the next 2 episodes as possible, so for this one I'm just going to take the hits. Unfortunately, we lost the settlement, so that's a shame. But, on the other hand, I'm not that fussed at this point, to be honest with you. But we are going to have to go after the army sooner rather than later. So let's just pop through all of these. Okay. Alliance Camp. Am I able to send you guys after this? Good. That might allow me to have them dealt with without me having to send my troops up involved. I might just be in time because it looks like you might be about to attack the Golden Tower. Right. Let's get Yasin to go ahead and attack. First of all. Okay, Banspar very, very much in my favour. Right, let's give that to you. Ban of Eternal Flame, you can go towards... you can have this unit. Excuse me. And then Standard of Discipline, I'm just going to give to one of you guys. We'll go ahead. Decisive Victory, occupy the settlements. I picked up the Van Hossman Speculum. I used to love this item in the tabletop, what it allowed you to do is when you, especially in challenges, allowed you to swap some of your stats like strength, toughness, initiative and that with your enemy. So it made it so if you put on a wizard, for example, which were normally terrible in combat, on the tabletop, all of a sudden it made them, like, especially if you sent them into a challenge with a Chaos Lord, all of a sudden they're fighting with the strength and toughness of a Lord, whereas that your opponent's Lord is fighting in with, you know, the same stats as your wizard. So yeah, that was a pretty good item back in the day. Although it used to be, back in the very, very first time I saw it was back in Warhammer Magic. It was like the 3rd, 4th edition. You used to get these cards, so you can get, like, Lords can have up to 3 magical items, instead of like 100 points of items. So you used to be able to do that, but eventually then they've started limiting items to specific factions, like they do in the game here. So Van Hossman Speculum actually belonged to the Empire, because Van Hossman came from the thing, but yeah. It used to be an item you can give to any race back in way back in the day. Now with you, unfortunately, we can't get. We need a replacement for our scorpions. We haven't really got much in the way of options though. Might have to just leave them for the moment. We will do that. Can't get the golden tower yet. Jungle clearance might actually come in handy. We're not going to get an awful lot of money from this building. So, I'll tell you what, we will order some jungle clearance to take place. We'll upgrade that as well. Right, but first target has been taken, the Golden Tower. We'll push through towards Serpent Coast, head up towards the Temple of Skulls, and then swing back down and in order to go after the forces of Hagri from that direction. Baba is slowly making his way to come and join us, so you can continue. Alright, let's have you now go and take out your tech. And then we'll see about taking out Dawn's Lightning with Jaffar and his forces. Again, nice quick auto-resolve. That was impressive. They actually had a member of the Black Guard there. Right, thank you. Trickster Shards. And a lot of pop-ups. Alright, what can we get? Jungle Clearance. Herb Gatherers. Sure, I don't think we've got any medicinal plants, so we'll take that. Let's have you come and attack. Ooh, chariots. I mean, this could be a lower, tougher army, but to be honest, I'm doing this now because, one, we've already defeated Malice in the past, and two, I want to try and get the campaign done, which requires us to skip forward quite a bit, get a bit of progress today, and we'll be able to relax a bit more and hopefully do some fights in the following turn. Oh. The last defenders were able to take Torsipinda. I'm guessing that was the Clan Moors territory. That's why they might have bypassed all of these guys to go after them. I mean, these are apparently at war. Are you guys at war? 1 second. Yeah, you're at war with the forces of Hagreave. And you've only got the 2 territories. Right. Okay, good to know. Alright, but we've managed to do that. Let's skip forward still. Anything new we need to spend our money on? Studenberg still can't do anything with that. Alright, Newmass. Kenway we will sort out eventually. Lost Plateau. Let's upgrade that. Upgrade that. Alright, Casabar. Alright, we've got the pastures. Now if we go for that, upgrade that. We should be seeing a lot of growth happening. And we even get little bits of growth from like the tannery here. Let's get the gem mines going as well. Alright, Black Pyramid will upgrade too. We've just got so much money right now. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with it all. I mean, I could be using it to produce a lot more armies, don't get me wrong. It might be something I will do, but I don't want to be... We're already in a position where we could just overwhelm any enemy using just our finances to recruit armies. I'm trying to avoid doing that much, you know? Alright, anyway, let's move you guys down to here. Alright, still need one more character. I mean, we can still get... In fact, now that we've done that, Howling Basilic Bombard, I think, could be a cool idea. I mean, if I click this a minute... Yeah, made in an age long ago, this monstrous cannon is maintained by unnatural powers, and said to send its crew insane. This, coupled with the people's hatred of gunpowder, has seen it hidden and disused for centuries. That sounds like a plan. In fact, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to recruit this instead. Right, what we could do, actually... We've got a strong front. Let's see if we can get through global recruitment one of our monsters. I mean, to me, I think either a giant or a Kamar. Let's go Kamar. Nah, we'll do it. It'll take an extra turn, but to be honest, I think we'll be just fine. Right, let's quickly do these. Right, let's give Scarred Veteran for you, Devastating Charge. I do want this guy to have the elephant, because I think it's quite fitting for a monster army to have that. So you can have that. You, good sir, can start having some thunderbolts. Right, you. You're also getting access to magic, so let's continue down here for you. Right, Maya Scar, we're going to give you Foe Seeker, and... What's your army again? Mainly infantry. I'm going to give you a Sergeant. Give me those bonuses for infantry units. Alright, you, I'm going to give a Flying Carpet for the extra protection. Here now, let's just go for a Golden Age. Alright, Alabas. I still want him to get the Griffin. He can get that next turn. I will give you access to armor piercing damage for the moment. Okay, you. Let's go for magical reserves. Any extra healing magic that we can do in the battles with them, gonna be useful. You can have Wound Maker. Right, let's just see if there's any more items. At this point, I just feel like getting the most expensive items and just buying them, because we've got more than enough money to do it. So we'll go for that one. Let's have a look down at the very bottom. Gorgon's Glare, Shield, sure, we'll grab that. I'll give them to somebody. Alright, Nomad, Hawkers, anything down here. Valorous by the Dune. Okay, a Stalk, Nad, Vermintide if we wanted to summon Clan Rats. That could be interesting. Right, Shaman's Tent, Sorcerer's Carriage. We can get more Magic Lanterns. Those I've been enjoying. Just that Serpent Spirit to be cast once or twice. Very, very useful. Right. Well, I was actually going to skip this turn, but I decided to just include it for completion's sake. So all that I've done is basically move Alabas's army to the border ready to attack Scraghole. I stopped, well, when he got to his moving range and noticed that we've got a full stack here to deal with. They've actually got quite a few units, including Dread Knights. Okay. And a Black Dragon. Ooh, and Executioners. This could be an interesting battle. But what I've done to try and bait them out is I've put Alabas here and Jaffar into a ambush stance, so he'll be able to attack in range. I've left him in Dawnlight territory so we can get the replenishment continue. In case they don't attack, might as well take advantage of it. So while I do that, we did in fact... Where was this ambush army? Right, they've set up an ambush apparently down by the Serpent Coast. To be honest, I'm not that concerned. Let's seize the initiative. Alright. Apparently they're down here, so we're just going to go ahead and do this. There you go, nice and easy. I picked up the Griffin banner as well. Gonna put Rizzo and the monster army inside the Golden Tower. Might as well give him a bit of an extra chance to replenish a bit. So while you do that, we will upgrade you now. That will give us defenses and access to the Golden Tower itself. Alright, so you moved. Baba is making his way down now. We'll have you assault the units. Then, I suppose we could leave the Temple of Skulls last, and then just send everybody else down here, deal with these. But then, depends on how much armies they may have around here, I don't know yet. Alright, Solomon upgrades. Al-Kalabad will go ahead and upgrade you. Alright, that Chaos Army is still hovering around, is making its way at the moment towards Qatar here. But bear in mind we do have strong defences here, including the walls. While they can attack us straight away, they have taken a pounding from that previous fight at Kemri and haven't had a chance to replenish. So I'm hoping that's going to help us out a bit. But only time will tell. But you can do that. Kasabar now can finally upgrade. Fantastic. We're making 238 growth, and it's going to go up even faster eventually, so that's good. Right, you are the guy leading this army, right. Let's continue giving you... In fact, what army did you lead again? Human one. Right, let's give Spireman presence. Go for Sultan's Royal Armory this time. Right, you, good sir, can now have the Cascading Fire Cloak. Just to finish that off. Right, we've still got 20,000 to spend. Didn't see anything new I needed to spend anywhere. So let's have a quick look back here. Haven't given away the items yet. I'll do that at the beginning of the next turn before I start recording, because unless we do it then, it doesn't really matter, I guess. In fact, let's give the Heart of Ishmael. That could be quite useful for a magic-focused army, so we'll go and barter for that. There we go, perfect. Okay, looks like we may have the ambush fight in our hands. Bounce bar, very, very much my favourite. I'm just going to auto-resolve this one. Quite happy with that. We'll put them into chains as well. It also meant that this secondary army that came in to reinforce didn't even get a chance to fight. I'm quite happy with that result. And what about you? You're heading towards Teotihuacan. Okay. Right, let's squeeze one more turn in. Now what I'm thinking, to finish off the campaign... Yeah, that was some interesting news actually. Just getting sidetracked a minute. I would love to know what's actually going on up here. Because, I mean, I can see there's ruins and that down along here. In fact, there's a lot of ruins. 1 second. That's the ancient city of Quantax has been destroyed. I suppose the thing is, we are too far away really to see anything that might represent Skaven, which is normally the reason why there's a lot of ruins, but no one actually colonizing them. Unless the AI has just been really, really thinking about burning them down. But I don't know, I'd imagine it's been Skaven, it's just that we can't see any warpstone bits popping up yet to support it. Although, oh no, Chaos Corruption. Wow. Maybe there's Chaos armies up there just going to town. I mean, even though we're not part of the battle for the Vortex, the AI is, as we've seen with the multiple streams shooting across. So maybe they've just been busy going after everybody. Wow. Yeah, there's another faction destroyed for the Chaos. Right. Let's do this. So what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to do one more turn. I'm going to leave the last defenders to last. Just because I think they can make an interesting challenge, because right at the end is their capital here. It's a tier 5 settlement. Did they actually... They got a Pyramid of Itzel. But, okay, so they haven't got... Extra garrison... Okay, it's not going to be the most powerful garrison, but if they keep their army there, that could work. Otherwise, the other thing we could do is actually push forward across the seas towards the Tower of the Sun once we've taken the coast, because this will allow us to eliminate Hag Grief once and for all. But we'll sort that out next time. I would like to at least try and defeat one of the two capitals. Probably the last defenders one at the Temple of Skulls, just because it will be near our objective, but I haven't decided yet. Alright, in fact, what we could do, let's move you here a minute. Okay, you guys haven't got anything there yet. Let's move you towards Scrag Jaffar. Alright, nice easy fight for this. We'll definitely include, at least try and include one or two more battles next time. But because I'm on a limit and I want to try and get things done as quickly as I can, obviously not jump in to make fights happen, you know? Right, we'll move you to here. You can take that army out. And you know what? Screw it. Why not? Since we're here, declare war on these guys. I call in my allies to help. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. That might be why. Okay. We should go ahead and take that.
You waste my time.
Alright, there are armies that got full stacks here. They may come in to attack Torsapinder. But we do have... How's the walls looking, actually? Okay, the walls aren't the best. Right, good to know. Right, well, we'll leave you guys doing that. You are 2 turns away from being finished. You... Might be an idea, I don't know, do we... I might let the Serpent Coast burn, if needed, because then we can focus our attentions down here and then swoop back up again. Unless I really plan to try and take all these out in one go. No, I'll tell you what we could do. Let's move here. And see about setting up an ambush. See if we can sneak up on them. We'll do that. You can make your way down towards here. There we go. Perfect. I'm just going to see about recruiting. We can't really do much more for global recruitment. I'm just going to get these guys just to fill up the army a bit. Now, second thoughts, just leave it. This is my monster army. We're going to stick to a pure monster-based army for this one, like the way I intended. So you, in the meantime, let's get you go down to attack these. Might as well start weakening them a little bit.
I'll ignore that.
Failure. Right. Never mind then. Okay, Sam, we will give you Strike from the Shadows as an ability. And then, in fact, let's give you increased mobility as well. Let's help the army out a bit. Right, you can have access to the Lightning Bolt, Thunderbolt. Right, my other Ascar, you can have... that. Right, we finished our research for the study of the Divine, so... I don't know, what do we want to get next? Probably just go for Shock and Awe for increased damage to our Giselles. So you can do that. You're just going to have Golden Age. Alright, upgrade that. Okay, anything else? Alabaster's continuing to grow. I mean, I'll give you your Griffin now, finally. That could be an interesting thing, especially the fact we're going to be potentially facing a Black Dragon at some point.
What is this foolishness?
And a Manticore. That could come in handy, having a Lord on a Griffin. Right. Now, I was going to keep on horseback rather than relying on elephants, but then elephants are more fun. Yeah, let's go for elephants. Screw it. I know that's a wasted point now, but it's an elephant. How can I say no? Right. Baba, we could give you an elephant. In fact, I'm going to give you just that. I know it's a waste, because he's just a, campaign agent. But still, it's an elephant. Who doesn't like elephants? Okay then, guys. We're going to bring today's episode now to an end. Fortunately, we got news that the Red Axis Prospectors, these are the Spinous Protector Wolves over in Lustria. They've been destroyed. Right. Ooh. See? Oh no, Final Supper. All armies now have reduced magic. We've got a lot of magic access anyway, so I'm not that concerned. But yeah, we're going to end the episode here for now. So what's going to happen next time? Well, we're going to head up towards Temple of Skulls, eliminate the last defenders. We're going to continue taking the Southlands. We've only got a couple of areas left. And then I'm thinking as the penultimate objective is to finish off the forces of Hagreef. We can focus on the Tower of the Sun perhaps in particular. See if that might give us a bit of a final battle to fight. Seeing that, the last defenders have been making their way over here as well. So that could be an interesting experience. The other thing I could be tempted to do is try and send... I don't know, you guys seem to be coming over here already on your own initiative. So, yeah, I'll let you guys do that. Although now I can check you out. Victory is carried by the Song of Spells. Blessing of the Ancients, Net of Amatak, Earthblood, Hand of Glory. Right, this, I believe, is a High Reaver. So one of the mods, Mixu's mods, I believe, gives the Wood Elves access to High Weavers and Dark Weavers, which gives them access to High and Dark magic respectively, as well as other ones like Life or Lights and things like that. So I don't remember them being as blue when I played as Orion, but they look pretty cool, I must say. But anyway, guys, let's leave it here for now. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and that you do join me next time, of course, for some more Warhammer. But until then, everybody, take care, stay safe, and goodbye for now.